Good day, ma'am. I'm Richelle Domabok. In the continuation of Kurt Lowy AO, I'm reporting Phillips model, measures training outcomes in 5 levels. Phillips 2003. First is reaction, satisfaction, and planned action. These factors measures the participants' reaction to unsatisfaction with the training program and their plans for action. It assesses participants' immediate reactions, satisfaction with the training, and actions post-training. Second is learning. By the word learning, it measures the knowledge and skills participants gained from that training. Third is the application and implementation. These factors measures changes in the on-the-job application behavior or attitude and implication. It evaluates how participants apply their new knowledge, skills, or behavioral changes in their work environment. Fourth is the business impact. This measures how a training program influences participants in job performance, evaluating factors like productivity, output, punctuality, and quality of work. Fifth is the return on investment or ROI. This compares the financial outcomes of the training program to its cost, making it the ultimate indicator of a program success. This Phillips model is an extension of the Kirkpatrick models. It emphasizes measurable results to assess training benefits. If ROI or return on investment is negative, the HR must investigate the root cause, which is the failure in learning. So I have here an example of ROI methodology. ROI is equal to total program benefits, which is 200,000 minus the total program cost 120,000 over 120,000, which is the total program cost, times 10% equals 66.67%. This means that for every peso spent on training is 0.67 cent is contributed to the profit. Training program can be deemed a success. Training and development. As an HR manager, you feel that training and development in your company has not been well throughout. So this time you are dead seriously in developing program that is well planned. First is make an initial training needs analysis first to understand the specific needs of employees and the organization is crucial before anything else, as it informs the design and content of the program. Second, design a training progress for all types of employees. Once the needs is clear, you can design a program tailored to different employees groups, ensuring it addresses the identified skill gap and learning objectives. And lastly, make a financial plan to budget the program. After the training design is finalized, you can develop a financial plan to ensure the program is cost effective and aligns with budgetary constraints. The quest for leaders. There is also a quest for a good leaders who can retain good people who are excellent workers. The HR staff is in charge of training should conduct relevant leadership workshops and seminars carefully. HR must focus on providing effective leadership workshops and seminars to retain top talent. Technology has streamlined traditional HR function, must pushing HR professionals into more strategic role. To meet this challenge, employees must develop leadership traits. Looking ahead, the survival of organization depends on knowledge workers, where leaders' skills and knowledge will be essential for success. Organization development is a planned and systematic approach aimed at improving organizational effectiveness. Comments and Worley, 2005, describe it as the implication of behavioral science knowledge across the organization to enhance strategic structures and processes. Similarly to French and Bell, define organizational development as the introduction of applied behavioral science principles into an organization to achieve improvements and competence and overall effectiveness. This both definition emphasizes the strategic use of behavioral science to drive positive changes in organizations. Organization development focuses on efforts to improve the total performance. It has several features. First, organization development efforts should be strongly supported by the top management. It usually hires the services of third-party consultants to diagnose problems and use different types of intervention techniques to manage and to cope with change. OD is practitioner usually used to process such as communication, participation, conflict management, and interaction. It also ensures that change is managed effectively. These are the concepts outlined here are various approaches and intervention used in organizational development to address and manage problem effectively. First, action research. This action research is developed by Lewin 1951. Its approach involves systematically collecting data from individuals within an organization to identify problems and their causes. Second is the survey feedback. This survey feedback is data gathered through attitude, surveys, and workshops, forming the foundation for creating action plans to address issues. Third is the intervention. This intervention has 7 structure activities between employees and consultants aimed at the resolving issues. First is the process consultation. This process consultation, defined by Skeen 1969, it involves understanding and addressing organizational process and their consequences to solve problems. B is the group of dynamics, focuses on how members of a group interact and react with team building being a common example. C. Intergroup conflict intervention. It encourages groups to share perception and identify issues to resolve conflicts effectively. D. Neuro-linguistic programming or NLP helps individual program their responses and develop unconscious strategies for interacting with others. E. Sensitivity training. It aims to increase awareness and sensitivity towards others while enhancing diagnostic and action skills. F. Transactional analysis. It helps people understand their behavior and interaction through the parent-adult-child model. And lastly, letter G. Behavior modification. It uses positive reinforcement and corrective feedback to modify behavior by weakening dysfunctional action and strengthening desirable ones. And lastly, number 4, Integrated Strategic Change or ISC. It developed by Worley 1996, focuses on aligning and facilitating the implementation of strategic plans within an organization. It involves assessing the organization readiness for change and ensuring that the necessary processes, structures, and behavior are in place to support the successful execution of the strategy. This approach helps bridge the gap between planning and effective implementation.